Ever wondered what it's like to get a peek inside a professional crypto strategy briefing? Well, today's your lucky day. We are looking at a real brief from October 28th, 2024, and we're going to break it down together to see exactly how the pros are thinking about Bitcoin and Ethereum right now. All right, so this is where it gets really interesting right off the bat. Bitcoin is absolutely crushing it, grabbing all the headlines, you know the drill. So why on earth would a professional briefing suggest that the real opportunity, the one to focus on, is actually somewhere else? That's the central mystery we're going to solve. So, first things first, what's the overall vibe of the market? The brief has a great term for it: trend continuation. All that really means is that the upward momentum we've been seeing, well, it's expected to keep going. This isn't some chaotic, unpredictable market, it's got a clear direction. And that's the key takeaway here. The market is basically following a script, one that started playing out last week. And that feeling of stability, of predictability, that's what gives a professional trader the confidence to build a real plan, instead of just, throwing darts at a board. Okay, so as we dig into the strategy, you'll see it uses what I'd call a two-lens approach. First, you've got the big picture view, the macro lens. And in the world of crypto, that is always Bitcoin. It's the compass for the entire market. And this slide really nails the different roles these two play. See, they're not treating Bitcoin and Ethereum the same way at all. Bitcoin is the market leader, the big, flashing strategic signal. But Ethereum, that's the tactical play. That's where the specific, actionable opportunity is. I love how the brief puts this. It calls Bitcoin's strength a macro tailwind. Just think about that for a second. It's like you're a sailor with a powerful wind pushing you from behind. It doesn't steer the boat for you, but it sure makes the whole journey faster and a lot less risky. That's Bitcoin's role right now. It's pushing the whole market forward. So let's be super clear. The point of this strategy isn't to trade Bitcoin itself. Not at all. It's to use it as a kind of weather vane. When Bitcoin is strong and healthy like this, it tells us investors are feeling good, they're confident, they're willing to take risks. It's basically the big green light for the entire game plan. So with that green light from Bitcoin shining bright, the strategy flips the lens. It zooms right in on the tactical target, which is Ethereum. And according to this brief, ETH has a very clear, very tradable setup right at this moment. Okay, before we dive into the Ethereum plan, we gotta get two key ideas down. First up is a support level. The easiest way to think about this is like a price floor, or maybe a safety net. It's a price where, in the past, buyers have consistently jumped in and said, nope, not going any lower, stopping the price from falling. It's a line of defense. And the flip side of that is a resistance level. You guessed it. If support is the floor, resistance is the ceiling. It's a price where sellers tend to show up and block the price from going any higher. To keep climbing, the price needs a really big push to smash through that ceiling. Okay, check this out. This slide is everything. It's basically the treasure map for the entire strategy. The brief has laid out these exact price levels for Ethereum. So look here, the floor, that core support, is right there between 40.30 and 40.50. That's the ideal entry zone. Then you've got the ceiling, the resistance, hanging out around 4,300. And if it can break through that, the next target is all the way up at 45.80. It's all right there on the map. So with that map in hand, the actual game plan becomes incredibly simple. It's a 4-step playbook. 1. If you already own Ethereum, you just hold, as long as the price stays above that 40.30 floor. 2. If you want to get in, you patiently wait for the price to dip back into that exact same zone. 3, and this is crucial, risk management. If that floor breaks, the plan says to get out. And finally, number 4, take profit. You can sell a little near that 4,300 ceiling, or if it breaks through with power, you hold on for that bigger 45.80 target. All right, so now we can put it all together. This is where we see how the big picture from Bitcoin and that detailed treasure map for Ethereum combine into one unified trading plan. So when it's time to actually execute, step 1 is always the same. Check the weather report. You look at Bitcoin. Is that uptrend still looking strong and healthy? If the answer is yes, then you know you have the market's confidence on your side. You've got that macro tailwind we talked about. And only after you've confirmed that strong tailwind, that's when you pull out the Ethereum treasure map. You use its super specific levels to plan your entry, your exit, and where you're going to take your profits. So think of it this way. It's macro for permission and micro for execution. So if we just boil this whole professional strategy down, it really comes to 3 simple, powerful points. First, you focus on Ethereum. That's where the clearest tactical opportunity is right now. Second, that 40-30 support level for ETH. That is the absolute line in the sand. Every decision hinges on it. And third, you trust the trend. As long as Bitcoin is strong, you have a green light to stay confident in the whole plan. So there you have it. It's a really fascinating look at how the pros combine that big picture view with nitty-gritty details to form a clear, logical plan. But it does leave us with one big, lingering question, doesn't it? In a market that literally never sleeps, a market that's changing by the second, how long can any map, no matter how well drawn, truly stay accurate?